Hey guys, welcome back. It's Thursday night racing. We've got 8 races tonight at Pakenham, so let's go. Guys, I'm so sad. It's time for the snow boots. If you watched Game of Thrones, you'll understand, but I've never felt something more. Winter is coming.
Hello and welcome to Pandora's Fox, the review show for Foxcatcher One.
Actually in a Hong Kong mile at the end of April, a couple of weeks after the Donny. I wouldn't be surprised if Evaporate or Tom Kitten went that way, to be honest with you. That might be something for futures players just to consider.
Well, speaking of Tom Kitten and Evaporate maybe going over to Hong Kong, I think it's the perfect segue to announce some very exciting news of mine. So I was actually meant to be going to Dubai in 2 weeks for the World Cup, but unfortunately due to the current climate, I'm unable to go to Dubai. Obvious reasons, which is very devastating. I was so excited to go to Dubai. I've never been before, and the World Cup over there just looks so incredible. So next year, pencil Dubai in, but instead, because I'm absolutely desperate for a getaway, I've decided to go to Hong Kong for Champions Day. So I'm going with on-track Thoroughbreds, and they have a few racing activities organised, and I'll absolutely be taking you guys along for the journey and showing you around Hong Kong racing. So that is something for us all to look forward to at the end of April. This drive has tried to kill me. Holy shit. 2 incidents now. I had a dog run out in the middle of the road, had to slam on the brakes. Thank God I didn't hit it. Don't know how I didn't hit it. And then I'm driving down the freeway doing 100 kilometers an hour, 2 lanes both going one direction, and a truck was coming down the right lane, going the wrong direction. So it's like 2 lanes going in the same direction. Other side of the freeway is on the other side of that nature strip. So there should not be any trucks coming towards me. I don't even know. How some people get their driver's license is genuinely beyond me. Oh my God, so my heart is racing like 1,000,000 miles an hour. Now I just have a really bad feeling about how the night's gonna go, because bad things happen in 3. Flat. So what's gonna be next? Very stressful start to the night.
You told me I'm the love of your life. You said I'm the love of your life. No postcode envy, but
So it's 5 p.m. and the current feels like temperature is 9 degrees. Going well. That was the strangest race, and I'm really concerned about the track after watching that. Race 2 is a 1,000-metre 3-year-old maiden. But I've gone with some value as my pick of the yard, the 4-Bow Strata. It's my first time seeing this filly, and she couldn't look much better than how she presents here first up. Beautiful coat, rock hard fit, has really good strength for a young filly, and there's just something about her that caught my eye. So the pick of the yard is the 4-Bow Strata. Well, my pick of the yard was a huge firm in the market, but unfortunately she was hard on the rail, and that is not the place to be tonight. And with what I do in the mounting yard, that makes things very tricky because I don't know how to do speed maps. I don't know where horses are going to be in the run. So whenever there's a bias like this, it makes it very tricky for me because my jump becomes somewhat irrelevant. You know, when a horse needs to be in a certain spot, it doesn't matter how good they look. If they're not in that spot, then they can't win. When I'm backing a horse like that and it ends up leading on the rail, the cash is in the bin, no matter how good it looked. So it's good that it hung on for 3rd, but nights like these are very tricky from the yard. Form is definitely a best guide. Race 4 is a 1,400-metre maiden. So I'm laying the very short priced favourite, Bree Cavalry here. I'm absolutely petrified, and this is one of the lays that I expect to win the race more often than they lose. Obviously the price tells you that, but also because I don't really like much to win. I'm purely laying him just because he's extremely short and he doesn't look perfect. He's here first up over 1,400 metres, and he parades with a decent amount of fitness improvement to come. He's lacking muscle definition over his hindquarters. He certainly will tighten up with racing. So considering he's such a short price, I have to lay him. The pick of the yard is the 8 Titan Spirit. He's race fit. He couldn't look any better than the way he presents tonight, despite having a sway back and being quite an unattractive type of horse. He's here in his best possible condition, so I've got him as the pick of the yard.
Jason Mesquil is stolen from the front. Beaten Cavalry by 3 lengths.
That was the most exceptional ride I've seen in a long time. Big clap to Jason Maskell there, holy moly. He took off, dictated, led by a huge margin, and then down the straight he came to the outside rail. I could nearly touch him. He just embarrassed the rest of those. That was extraordinary. My excitement helped considering we backed the winner and our lay finished second, so it was a very good result financially. But regardless, that was such an impressive, gutsy ride. I love it when jockeys take initiative and don't just follow the crowd. All credit to him. I love that. That is so gutsy. He knew what he wanted to do, and good on him, it paid off. We can bag jockeys when they get it wrong, but we've also got to applaud them when they get it right, and he has nailed that ride. Yay! So we backed the winner and the lay finished second, but all credits to Jason Maskell there. Race 6 is a 1400 metre benchmark 62 for the fillies and mares. My pick of the yard is the 2 Chocolate Box. She's a mare who returned mentally much more mature this time in. I really loved the headspace she's returned in. She's a lot more relaxed and mature. And physically here, third up, her fitness has improved perfectly at her peak here tonight. And I really loved the way Chocolate Box was parading. Race 7 is an 1100 metre class 1. My pick of the yard is the 3 Perfect Picture. She looks picture perfect here. She's having the first run for a prep, so she's first up and she looks a picture of health. She's covered in dapples from head to toe. Her coat's magnificent. She's very forward fitness wise. I loved the way she was moving, had a good attitude, and Perfect Picture really was picture perfect. And the picture perfect picture won the race. Race 8 is a 1000 metre benchmark 62. My pick of the yard is the 9 Extra Galactic. She's a 3-year-old filly first up here, and she's returning in really nice condition. She's got a lovely, bright, healthy colour to her coat. She's glowing from within, very forward fitness wise. She moves well. There was something about this little chestnut filly that caught my eye, so Extra Galactic was the pick of the yard. Yay, and we got another winner to end the night. Okay, well it ended up being a pretty decent night on track despite the weather being absolutely freezing and feeling like the middle of winter. We managed to survive and pick a couple of winners, one lay, which was a terrific result, and that was my night at the races. Thank you so much for spending the night with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.